Hello, everybody. Welcome to Amar's Game Chat. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. I am Amar, and today is Donkey Kong Bananza Nintendo Direct Day, so I figured I would record my reaction to it once it starts in less than a minute, hopefully, and just talk about, just I guess talk throughout the new Direct, our first Direct since the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2, and so I figured, be pretty cool to watch this. I'm very excited for the game. We haven't seen much of the game since it was revealed in early April, so there's a lot that they could show off here, and a lot they could still recap on, from the different treehouse events and the experience events and the original trailer from the direct. So there's a lot. Let's give it a like, for some good luck before it begins. And yeah, I don't really have much to predict here, just because there is so much that a game direct could show. Because this is 15 minutes of just Donkey Kong Bonanza, maybe something a little extra, Mario Kart World DLC or something that's related to the game. But besides that, there isn't really much that we can. Okay, so it's beginning. All right, so there's. Oh, okay. We have a vocal with Odd Rock. We have a vocal. This seems like a new trailer. Look at Odd Rock. Look at Odd Rock. It sounds like Pauline singing. So I guess we'll see. But Odd Rock and Donkey Kong jumping into the void. Combine your power and show us what you've got. Oh, they're gonna start dancing. Bananza. Oh. Well, there's Pauline. Well, there you go. That technically was leaked a little while ago, but there's Pauline. Wow, I didn't think they would actually show it this early.
However, just as he's about to enjoy the notable bananas, a sudden tempest sends him deep down underground.
All right. And there's Odd Rock.
As his adventure begins, DK teams up with Odd Rock. But
Odd Rock that's actually Pauline.
it's actually a talented young singer named Pauline. Now, Donkey Kong just wants bananas. And Pauline wants to find a way back home to the surface. It's said that one's wish will be granted by reaching the planet core.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So, I guess we're fighting. We're not fighting. We're going through the game to get a singular wish, or maybe not. Maybe two wishes at the end of the game.
Some layers are so spectacular that it's hard to believe you're underground.
Snowy. Looks like the Seaside Kingdom.
Jump and climb through each environment. Using his incredible physical prowess, you can freely move in any direction. But
very cool. Very cool.
Almost anything in your path.
You can break. I don't think we've seen the two items in the top left corner yet. We obviously know about the balloons, but we haven't seen the whoa. Wow. But we haven't seen like what looks like a card thing and the barrel shooting little item. 5 banana, 6 banana, 5 banana.
Let's take a look at some of the things this Kong can do.
Punch.
Smash enemies.
All right, we're seeing some new enemies here.
The ground. And most things you can get your hands on with incredible force. Destruction can lead to discoveries. So set off a chain reaction.
All right. All right. Ooh, it's a launch pad. Dive punch. Maybe you dive punch into that little thing that we just saw.
How deep you punch into the ground depends on the strength of the terrain.
Ooh. All right.
Roll forward. Roll at high speed and send lighter objects Combine this with punches and jumps to
Oh,
really mix things up.
so we're seeing a lot of the like
Make some
attacking
noise to
abilities
throw
and
something
obviously the
nice.
exploration
Or
of like
detect hidden objects
which you
using
need to like
sonar.
explore with. There is
You can
hearts
even
in this
use your
game,
feet when your
so
hands are occupied.
presumably you're going to be collecting like
Tear off.
um
Grab a chunk of terrain
maybe like some
tear off.
collectible that will give you hearts.
Or
Maybe every
tear up
couple, but
turrets to
like
find
10
items.
bananas you get like a heart or
Even
something.
tear chunks off your
Should
foes.
be fun.
Swing. Grab a chunk and swing it to attack.
Wow.
Harder chunks can be used to break stone with ease.
All right.
Or
All
smash
right.
spiky thorns. Chunk jump.
Chunk jump.
Use a chunk to double jump. This will help
All
you
right.
reach new heights.
That's very cool. That's very cool. I like the music
Jump.
too. The music is very reminiscent of the Donkey
At a
Kong
target like
games,
this.
so
Throwing a
that's very
boomerang of
cool.
gold can have explosive effects. If you throw chunks made of softer material, you can stick them to a surface
And then jump on
power
them.
up.
Very cool.
Turf serve.
Turf
This
serve.
lets you ride on chunks. Speed up and aim for
Ooh.
smaller enemies to knock them away. Make music.
Make music.
The power of Pauline's singing will help show you the way.
Honestly, it makes sense now that Pauline is Odd Rock
Strange seal
because we did see the singing
left behind.
elements before, so it
You
makes a
never
lot more
know what
sense.
you'll discover in the
But
underground.
it is interesting that this. It seems like Pauline's probably gonna be like the big difference,
So carve
like
your
the
own
Cappy
with deep
of this game,
abilities.
which is cool. Because I assumed Odd Rock was the Cappy of this game, and now it's Pauline.
The many layers of the underground world are host to a variety of inhabitants.
You can buy different clothes there.
Some
Zebra.
are mysterious and aren't too bothered by DK's
Whoa.
destructive tendencies.
Whoa.
It looks like
Ramby
Cranky Kong
and
his
Cranky.
companion Ramby are also venturing through the layers of the world.
All right.
Then there are the giant elders who call the
Ooh,
underground world
giant elders.
They're
Zebra.
said to possess ancient Bananza powers.
And that okay, I guess these are we're gonna find like new abilities.
By learning their Bananza powers, Pauline's singing can do something special. She can
Whoa.
make Donkey Kong
Whoa.
transform
Kong Bonanza.
with incredible destructive power.
Oh.
Even hard terrain poses no problem.
Oh my.
Plow through the world and smash as much as possible with the powerful Kong Bananza.
All right.
Plus,
All right,
DK
all right.
can transform into a zebra. He's
A
as
zebra.
speedy as he is striped. He can even
Okay,
blaze
and we
through
see like there's a
fire.
flying one, so I guess you're gonna be able to like fly around. And then the Kong Bonanza we just saw.
Zebra Bananza.
Maybe they'll show the flying one.
Oh yeah, he can also turn
Yep,
into an
yep.
ostrich. A flying ostrich.
Oh, that's very cool.
Spread your
That's very
wings
cool.
and soar through the sky.
All right. So there's three at least that we know about now,
Use updrafts to gain more air.
and then a drop in a barrel.
Great
Oh,
heights to send enemies scattering.
all right.
That's
All right.
right. It's Ostrich Bonanza. Bonanza transformations don't last forever though.
Oh, how sad.
Transform again by collecting gold to build up your Banergy.
All right, that's cool. I was wondering what they like the little orbs would be used
You're
for.
not limited to when or where you transform.
So
You
that's
can switch
awesome.
between transformations. So get creative and use them as you adventure to the planet core.
The planet core.
Standing in our hero's way.
How's the void go?
The mightiest mining operation both above ground and below.
I wonder if we'll see a new Grumpy Kong.
Create gigantic corporate soldiers.
We got another Kong.
Poppy Kong is
Oh, they're all
responsible for
Kongs.
subterranean info
Poppy Kong
while
and Void Kong.
is in charge of the whole company.
So they're all Kongs.
This
That's cool.
nefarious crew is responsible for the banana stealing maelstrom on Ingot Isle, and they're heading straight down to the planet core.
They want their own wish, I guess.
Planet core? But no! I'm
the routes to the lower layers, so no one could reach them.
And I can you probably like need like the different abilities to destroy them.
DK and his pals will come face to face with the enemy's gargantuan
Oh,
troops, so use
so
all
these are the
power at your
bosses.
disposal to take on a host of powerful foes.
That's cool. That's cool. It kind of reminds me of this Splatoon story mode a little bit. You know, with some of those bosses,
Sinkholes will
which
open,
are very cool.
clearing
The
a path
Splatoon
to the lower
bosses
layers of the
are
underground
awesome.
world.
Surf Hills.
Found throughout the
Surface
underground
level, I guess,
world are
200.
golden bananas called Banandium gems.
All right, the
They're
Banandium
not always
gems.
visible, though. Sometimes they're buried in the walls, the ground, and other places. There are a whole bunch to find.
Oh,
You can also obtain these gems by completing
ooh,
challenges in the
so
room.
okay. So just like with moons.
Challenges include time-limited battles,
Mm. All right, all right.
courses where you'll need clever solutions, side-scrolling stages,
Okay,
and more.
side-scrolling stages.
Keep your eyes peeled to find the Banandium gems.
All right. I get we probably won't
Plenty of ruins to discover,
find out what
so
they do
give it a
here,
try.
which is fine. Look, there was like 6 hearts just now. Maybe 7, 6 or 7, which is very. I wonder what is the maximum amount of hearts. This looks like New Donk City. Ooh, oh, so
As you collect
skill
Banandium,
points.
you'll gain skill points.
5
These
skill
can be
points.
used to
See, okay, so there you go.
increase such as your max health or
All right.
the destructive power of your punches.
Well, there you go. I got my answer about what they're
To match
used
your
for.
playstyle.
You collect 5, and then
Strengthen your
you're able
soul.
to power up Donkey Kong a little
Treasure
bit.
from further away,
That's cool.
which could lead to new discoveries.
Wow.
Use skill points to learn new skills.
Surf.
There are all sorts of items to find as you explore. Banandium chips are shaped like slices of banana, and they can be traded for Banandium gems at the chip exchange.
Ooh.
These gold nuggets are, unsurprisingly, called gold. You can exchange gold for useful items at the stuff shop.
All right. Some bananas.
There are fossils too. You can trade these
For
rare
clothes?
fashions
All
at
right.
local
So
style
they're new
shops.
costumes. That's cool. That's cool.
Just open the closet and customize the perfect fits for Donkey Kong and Pauline.
All right. That's cool.
Or even change up your fur color. Don't
Ooh.
look as too much for Donkey Kong or too little.
All right. All
Almost
right.
every article
Blue
you
Donkey
open
Kong.
comes with its own benefits. So mix and match your look to suit the situation.
Skating Donkey Kong.
If you find a treasure chest buried in the ground, crack it open, and you might receive a treasure map showing the location of Banandium gems
All right.
or fossils.
All right.
Their locations will be marked on your map. Pretty helpful for finding collectibles.
Yep.
You can
That is
also
very
see which
helpful.
fossils and Banandium gems you've collected, making it easy to see how close you are to completion.
All right. All right. All right.
There's plenty more to do in the underground world when not adventuring. Need a rest? Carve out a space and enjoy a getaway.
Whoa.
You can recover in bed. And
All right.
enjoy
All right.
listening to tunes with the music player.
There's at least 100. Oh, there's 110 tracks.
Find
That's
new kisses
awesome.
when defeating enemies.
That's cool.
When it comes
They got
to
the Donkey Kong rap in the game.
subterranean eels have your back. These elevators will help you easily move
All right.
between layers you visited at any time. And if you get lost, no need to worry. You can always teleport within the layer you're currently exploring.
Teleport. Long Neck Plateau Village.
You can freely change the in-game camera angle and adjust other settings to snap pics. Get a photo like this or that. Unleash feature
That looks
each
like
showing
Donkey
of the
Kong for a
full and
second.
captivating scenes.
Rambi.
By sharing a Joy-Con 2
Okay, two
controller and using a
players.
second set, you and a pal can
Game
control Donkey
share.
Kong and Pauline separately to buddy up in local co-op play.
All right.
As
So
Pauline,
just
you can
like
unleash vocal blasts using Joy-Con 2 mouse
so like an
controls.
Odyssey.
You can
That's
also
cool.
copy
That's
the
very
material
cool.
of nearby terrain to give your vocals even more texture.
Ooh.
By working together, even tough enemies don't stand a chance.
All right. All right.
This game also supports game share.
Share.
Even if only one player has the game, they can quickly share it to another player so they can join on their own system.
All right.
It
All
can
right.
also be shared locally to a Nintendo Switch system.
Okay.
You can play online
Okay.
between Nintendo Switch 2 systems using Game Share via Game Chat.
All right. All right.
If you need a little help with all the platforming action, Assist Mode is
Assist.
the way
Okay.
to play.
Okay.
It guides you in the right direction.
You can definitely see the Odyssey DNA in this game,
And more.
which is very
Assist
fun.
Mode supports you in your adventure to be the best Kong you can be.
Because like those the
Outside
mouse
of the game, there's a
controls.
mode where you can carve stone using mouse controls called DK Artist.
So it's like Mario Art. I mean Mario Paint.
Carve
That's
material
cool.
or add some back on.
Whoa.
You can even
That's
change
cool.
the lighting and add delectable banana effects.
That's very cool.
Give it a try.
Mario.
Sculpt to your
Bowser.
heart's content.
Pizza. That looked like a Takutu.
This game
And
also supports
Amiibo.
accessories.
I guess they're about to announce some
A new
Amiibo.
Donkey
Yep.
Kong and
Mario.
Pauline
I mean
Diva
Donkey Kong
figure
and
is
Pauline
also on the way.
Amiibo.
Scanning it unlocks Pauline's Diva dress.
Very cool. Very cool.
By scanning the Donkey Kong series amiibo
Diddy
shown
Kong,
here,
King K. Rool.
Kong tiles with explosive power will appear.
All right. That's Dixie Kong and Diddy Kong right there.
Amiibo release
Diddy
date
and
for this
Dixie are in
is
the
also
game.
compatible. If you scan them, you'll get giant spheres like
That's very
these.
cool. I did not think we would see Diddy and Dixie. But I guess that like there's some sort of maybe the amiibo scanning functionality or lyrics.
I love to sing more than anything. I have this dream. Maybe if we get to the surface, you and me, we can make it more than a dream.
Ooh. The end is probably gonna be us going to the surface.
Join the powerful Donkey Kong and the talented singer Pauline as they set out on an adventure to the fabled planet Core.
Very, very cool. Diddy and Dixie Kong again. We're racing them.
Own special power?
No, 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 no.
Donkey Kong
July
Bananza.
17th.
Available July 17th.
Yep.
Only on Nintendo Switch 2. Pre-orders are available now on
Yep.
Nintendo
Yep.
eShop.
I already pre-ordered it.
Donkey Kong
And the amiibo's
Bananza
available.
amiibo will also be available
I
July
definitely got to
17th.
pre-order this amiibo. And that's it. That is the entire direct. That was a very good direct. I cannot lie. That was very, very good. This art is very cool. This will be an art that I maybe make my home screen. That was very good. They showed off a lot of new mechanics in the game. The game looks so much bigger and so much like there's so much more content than I even thought like there would be in the game. And obviously I thought there would be a lot because it's obviously building off what I'm assuming is Super Mario Odyssey. And there's just so much more that, is there, the different skill points, the different upgrades you can do, obviously the different costumes. There's something that I saw. Obviously we got the Donkey Kong. I can
Outside
mute a
of the
little bit.
main
We got the Donkey Kong paint, which is very cool. We can paint. DK Artist. We got Game Share, which is very interesting. I think we can obviously. I think that's still something that. I think that's now something that exists with Mario Odyssey as well, which is very very fun. Um, Obviously, we saw the different costumes. We saw obviously the upgrades. We saw the different bosses. We saw a couple different bosses, which is very awesome. Like I said, these kind of do remind me of the Splatoon bosses a little bit, um, which is not to say like that's a bad thing. Like the Splatoon bosses are some of the best and some of my favorite parts of those games. Obviously, especially in the single player, but even just in general, those are some of my favorite parts of the Splatoon games, which is very very fun. Um, we saw obviously different Bonanza abilities. We saw a lot here. I think they're probably gonna update the website soon, so let's see if they update it. If anything, I will pause and come back. This Marty might say I already pre-ordered it. Let's see. I think I pre-ordered it already. Yeah, I already pre-ordered it. But there is a website for Donkey Kong Bonanza that I think obviously you might be able to get here. I don't really know how to get there, but I know there is a website because I've used it before. Um, but I guess for now we can just talk a little bit about the game. It looks really good. I'm very very excited for this game now. Um, you know, obviously I was a little worried that they weren't showing too much more new from the game. Obviously that is because of Mario Kart World. That like we know that now because they had so much more to show up of this game, and there's probably so much more. Like obviously when we finish the game, there's probably gonna be some way to go to like the overworld or like the above world and maybe explore a little bit with Pauline there. Maybe that's like what our Mushroom Kingdom equivalent from Super Mario Odyssey would have been in this game. So maybe we explore New Donk City, for example. That'd be very fun. But I think the skill point things are really cool as well. Obviously there's 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 8, 16, 24, 27, 30 abilities, and then we get like one big ability at the end if you unlock them all. And then we got something status here. I think that's probably just like your actual characters. So Donkey Kong and Pauline. And then, costumes, music, which is really cool for a very long part of this direct. After this, they were playing the DK rap, which is very fun. And the camera mode and stuff like that. And then, got the amiibos. Obviously, we saw they didn't really make a big deal of it, so I don't really know what Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong will be doing in the game, but obviously they're in the trailer at some like the direct at some points. Um, right there we see Diddy and Dixie, which is very very fun. But what else? And then it's like obviously see things that they didn't really talk about. This is probably like some challenge stage of some sort, but still, it's very cool. You're able to race around. Maybe this could be a multiplayer thing where like you're playing two players. You can control like Pauline and Donkey Kong, and then the second player can control Dixie and Diddy, which would be very very fun. And then yeah, this is a very good art. Overall, this direct again was really really good. I really enjoyed watching this direct. There was so much. Obviously, we heard a new song, like we have like Jump Up Superstar from Super Mario Odyssey. We have this new song. Hopefully, I don't think they'll release it beforehand, but I think this would be a very cool thing to listen to. And yeah, that is all I really have for today. Again, I don't really know where to find the website. Just because I mean, maybe if I search up here, maybe it'll come up. Let me see. But I'm assuming they're gonna update it. Maybe some new information, some things that we already know. Um, Actually, you know what? Let me pause and let me see if I can find the website because I don't want to obviously prolong this for much more longer. All right, so I am on the website. I don't think they've updated it yet, so if anything, I will do a little video later in the day, just talking about some of the things that we obviously see out here. But obviously, this is also reminding me of the different terrains we saw. I'm actually very interested because when I saw the game originally, I thought there was only like 10 major sub levels, but it seems like there's a lot more. Because we see like I'm not sure I'll be able to pull it up, but we saw like at certain points where they were diving down, we saw like there's sub level like 100 or 200 and stuff like that. That's very interesting. I'm sure, like, obviously, there's some sub levels are like very small, some that we can't really like interact with that much, but that's still very cool in general. Obviously, we saw all the ways to explore the world. But yeah, that is all I really have for you all today. We see all the new Kongs. I did not know that they would be named Kongs, which is very cool. Um, but yeah, that is all I have for you all today. There's so much more we could obviously talk about here, but um, I might make a video later as once we get a little bit more information, maybe when the pre-orders for the amiibo go up. But and then obviously we got to update this art because Pauline is now, as we know, Oddrock. But I will see you on the next one. So make sure it makes you happy because it rhymes with generic happy, my former name generic happy, and I'll see you next one. So I hope you all enjoyed this reaction, and I hope you all are getting this game because I was obviously going to get it before, as you all saw. I pre-ordered it already, but this just makes me a lot even more excited for the game. But without further ado, again, I'll see you in the next one. So goodbye. Donkey Kong Bananza is out in less than a month.